Boom. So, all right. Wow. I'm excited. Oh, it's going on timer. It's fantastic.
Fast, too.
So fast. I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe if I need AV, Justin's here. It's all good. So, we are super excited because I know I shared, like I said, a little bit back there, but we are very excited about 2016. And one of the biggest things, we as coaches continue to learn and look at new ways of improving things, look at new ways of being better ourselves as coaches. And the whole thing we're in the business of is changing lives. Like, we're in the business of changing lives. And if we don't do that, we're not in business. So the thing is, we changed a lot of lives last year. In the last 4 years since Monica and I have been doing this business, a lot of lives have changed. It's really amazing to see the people, meet the people, get to know some of the people that we wouldn't even know if it weren't for Herbalife. Like, there's people I meet whose daughter's sister's veterinarian comes in and is like, oh my gosh, so amazing, thank you so much. Like, I'm down 40 pounds, and you just have no idea the trickle effect. But in 2016, we have goals of becoming much better as coaches, and we put our heads together as coaches, all the leaders here, and we're looking at what worked great in 2015 and how do we want to expand upon it in 2016. And so we came up with the concept of I commit to me. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what I think about your goals, doesn't matter what you think about my goals. It matters what you think about your own goals and how they apply to you. Like, for example, when someone tells me, hey, Scott, I want to lose 50 pounds. And I'm like, well, cool, 50 pounds, but that doesn't mean anything. Like, 50 pounds has no relevance. It's what those 50 pounds mean when they're lost that matter. So when my friend Tim Fox, he's a big guy. He is now down 150 pounds. But when he wanted to lose weight, he wanted to sit in a restaurant and be able to fit in a booth or a chair wherever he went. Like, that's crazy, right? Can you imagine? He's down to 390 pounds right now. He has another 100 to go. But, like, imagine the difference when you can actually finally get in the chair. Or in the airplane the other day, we were flying to Florida together, and he said, Scott, soon I'm not going to be able to get that extra seat. Like, they give 2 seats to certain people. And he's like, it's just so awesome. Like, how awesome that that's not necessary. It's just such an amazing thing. So as we tap into 2016 and your I commit to me, why do you want to do this? Why is it that you want to make a change? And it doesn't matter what's happened in the past. It doesn't matter whether we've shot for the same goals and we're going for them again. We are going to do it better this time. So I know there's lots of goals that I've set that I haven't hit. And there's times I've done the same goal over and over and over. Monica found a really awesome quote the other day. It said something to the effect that my goal is to, in 2016, do what I committed to in 2015. Oh, hold on, here's the whole thing. Accomplish the goals of 2015, which I should have done in 2014 because I promised them in 2013 and planned them in 2012. Right? I mean, that was perfect when she's looking up that. And statistically, sadly, only 8% of people that make a goal, a New Year's resolution, carry it through the whole year. So as we're talking about the challenge and going over the details, our intention is not to have 8% be our statistic. We want to have everybody do it. We want to make it as solid as it can be to keep you connected and keep things engaged. So when we think about 2015, we think about, what did you struggle with? Justin and Lisa helped a ton putting this together. There's a little video we have out there that you can plug into. But what would you commit to if you knew you couldn't fail? Right? What would it be? So it doesn't matter if you failed before. Let's go. We're not alone. So what we want to talk about is how the launch is going to work and what the details are. Where's my little individual sheets? Can you hand me one of those little half-white sheets over there, please? So these are the main points. Thank you so very much. And Justin, while I'm doing this, we can pull up on Dropbox here on Katie's computer and then share screen. These details, they're the commit to me challenge details. So this is it. We're going to make 3 goals. We're going to have a goal for body composition, a goal that's personal, whatever that is to you. It could be, hey, I want to run 5K. It could be, I want to keep my car clean. It could be, I want to keep my room clean in my house. Whatever it is, it can be anything that means something to you that's personal. And then we're also going to have a mental and spiritual goal. So whatever that looks like for you. Everyone has different beliefs. Everyone has everything. We love all that, but we want to support you in that journey, whatever that looks like for you becoming the best you can be. So what we're going to be doing, challenge is $25. Participants, thank you so very much. Awesome. Participants have access to being eligible to win that are obviously following all of our rules. The top 2+ men in weight loss, we never know how many men. Honestly, women are a lot better at making commitments and joining a challenge and finishing, so they always pay out 3 or more. Men, like I said, will be 2 or more, depends. Then we're going to have a muscle gain competition. This is only for people local because we have to be able to quantify it on the scale. So if that's your goal, you need to declare it in advance, and we're putting you in a separate category, and we're going to be tracking that part of it. Then what we're going to do is take 15% of the entire pot is going to go to 2 impact stories. Because at the end of the day, that's what matters. Like, when you get a chance to hear some of the stories of the people in this room and some of the people that are up on the wall and some of the people that you get to meet, their stories are unbelievable. Like, their stories will literally bring you to tears. And that's the stuff that matters. That's the stuff that inspires people. That's the stuff that gets other people to believe in what's possible for them. And so what we're really excited about are people sharing those stories at the end. So it'll be like 2 to 3 paragraphs, and we're going to have it voted on Facebook, whose stories are the most impactful to people. And we will be using a SurveyMonkey, which a lot of people have used before, so that it'll be familiar. But we're going to not pay that out until a little bit after the challenge ends, so we have time for that. And then the 4 Agreements book. Who's read the 4 Agreements book in the room? Right? This book is unbelievable. Like, it is so powerful. And I'm going to share with you my own perspective because for some people, sometimes when you're reading things that happen to come from a different philosophy, it can be a little bit challenging. And personally, my beliefs are Christian, and so I was a little bit leery when I was reading the book at the beginning because it's a Native American Indian religious perspective on it as it starts. But man, as I opened my mind to the fundamental principles that were in there and the perspective, it was very much in alignment, for me. So I just invite you to, if you are more conservative like I am, when you're reading the first chapter, just hear it as a story. Don't go all crazy. When you get into the first agreement is be impeccable with your word. Be impeccable with your word. And the value of that is one of the most amazing things to you and your life. It's something you just, once you start to apply it, huge transformation. Number 2 is don't take things personally. Who takes things personally? Right? All the time I take things personally. The next one's don't make assumptions. I take things personally because I made an assumption. What the heck? It's a 2 for 1. So, there's going to be so many awesome things. The last one is do your best. And your best looks different at different times. If you're dealing with an injury, if you're dealing with a health issue, if you're dealing with challenges in your life, what your best is different, but do your best. And so we're going to go through these and we're going to share about these things and just really be progressing our mind too along the journey as we go. We are going to have a healthy cooking class that's going to be here, and it's going to be streamed online with the same thing I'm doing right now, which is called Zoom. And that's going to be 5:45 on Monday. Then on the 11th, Lisa is going to be walking us through a dream board and kind of a goal setting exercise that we're going to be doing. Again, it'll be streamed online for those who are not in town. We'll give you a list of what you might need as tools to be prepared for that in advance. And then that's 5:45 again the following Monday. We have a little private Fit 180 page, and this is a page that could be 10 times more impactful if everyone contributed. I see what you all post on your wall. If you just added that in there, the positive stuff, the awesome things, the great healthy cooking, the active healthy lifestyle, that page would just be would just vibrate amazingness. And so, of course, as coaches, we throw things in, but we invite you and encourage you to do the same. Whatever it is that means something to you, add it in there. If it's something powerful, you add it in there. Also, we also encourage you to, if you're having a hard time with something, no problem, put it in that page. People are there to love on you. People are going to support you. It's not a place of judgment. I've had 1 or 2 people over time that were not positive in there, and I'm very quick to remove it. So just so you know, you don't have to worry about that because those people are gone real quick. I'm the admin. So, and then the challenge conclusion will be on February 6th. The essay contest, we won't pay out for a week and a half after that on the 17th, just so you know. And then these are our agreements. So You as participants agree to follow your nutrition program daily, your Herbalife nutrition program. You agree to support others in the challenge. This is a big deal because when we talk about these small groups, it's a really big deal. If you want to do your own goals or whatever, we're going to support you, but it's not going to be you're not going to be part of the small groups because we're here to support each other. Because I know together we can do a lot more. I know that the power of us doing it as a collective is unbelievable and no one can stop that. And then lastly, and this is the one that gets a lot of people uncomfortable and starts to, but declaring your goals is a very powerful thing. Because who's ever let themselves down in the past, right? I have numerous times. But how often do you let your mom down? Not very often. I know we have, but not very often, right? How often do you let your sister, your cousins, you don't let them down, right? You don't do that. And so the value of that, asking for help and declaring your goal on your journey, it's huge. And it also, there's a level of sincerity and seriousness to that commitment. I tell you what, the people, when I post their 3-day challenge on their wall, trust me, they all get good results. Like, I've had only maybe we've had like 1 or 2 people follow up on the 3-day challenge, and like, this will be here. But most people get amazing results because they're committed for 3 days. Because I said in 3 days I'm gonna update your results. No, I'm serious. I'm not messing around. I'm gonna update whatever it is. Okay, and then lastly, of course, we have a lot of friends and family that are gonna want to join the challenge. We're gonna be having another launch just like this next Saturday because we're gonna have whatever you see here. We're gonna have twice the amount of people by the time next week rolls around. It's just how the new year works. People haven't yet made a decision on getting healthy. People, the day after New Year's and 2 days after, they're like going out to brunch and doing mimosas. They're like, on Monday, I'll get started. No problem. We'll be here on Monday. So you get $5 back on the challenge for every friend of yours that has not been in a challenge before that joins the challenge. So that's always awesome. And then everyone that gets on a 3-day trial, your coach will give you a $5 credit toward your Herbalife products for every friend that gets on a 3-day trial. So that's always awesome. And then, okay, so what now? And this is all on here. So the first thing is you're going to create your goals for 5 weeks. Can I see one of those sheets, please? So you're going to create your goals. And originally, I was going to have this as something we were going to put up on the wall over there. And I'm going to print more so that we can do that. But I was thinking about it. I'm sitting there thinking about some of the techniques that are used to create change and to create reminders. And I'm going to ask you to fill this out and tape it on your mirror so that every single morning it's the first thing you see. We'll do more here and we'll put them up on the wall because we also want to inspire other people to think of what it is. So many people have never made goals. So many people are not used to this mentality of I can change, like what could it be, what might it look like, what could it change into. But we are going to have a wall for that. And when we do them again, you don't need your name on it or anything because it's just to give other people an idea on what other people are doing. But yes, take this and put it somewhere where you use it every day. Usually the mirror where you brush your teeth is a good place to put that. Okay, then I just gave you a little verbiage on what that might look like. Like this year, I commit to me. Over the next 5 weeks, my goals are to so on and so forth. I appreciate you for my journey. Who wants to get healthy? That's a big thing too. I know that the people that I see, like Monica and I have a lot of out-of-town clients. I know people when I'm sitting on a journey alone, odds aren't as high on them getting results. I do know that when they do it with a coworker, a friend, a family member, they get awesome results because I'm on the I thought you said you wanted to lose weight. Yes, sir. Please.
Can I throw it on? Last night we had a crazy day yesterday, and I was running around and I said to Lisa, let's get pizza, and she said, I'm gonna kill you. This is the first day, and so we didn't get pizza. We went home, and in the car she goes, that's a bad omen. I'm gonna kill you. So we went home and we made dinner and we stayed on what we said we were going to do, but I would have very easily turned left into Little Susan. Wasn't trying to.
That's awesome.
It's a bad omen.
We're going to help you, Keith. So I know. This is the thing. That is why those little moments of weakness and the lack of strength, and even if your friends haven't necessarily joined you, and you're going out like people do after work, they go out to a bar or whatever. Doesn't mean you have to be unhealthy. Silver and I went to top golf the other night. I did have a beverage, but I also had a salad with light dressing, chicken, and it was delicious. It was awesome. So you can be healthy if you choose. And when people know that you're going to be healthy, trust me. There's a software called Voxer. So Voxer is a free software that will enable us to create a communication pathway very simply. So what we want on Voxer, your coach is going to end up texting you a link when we put it up. What Voxer is like, it's like a mixture of text. You can do a walkie-talkie like voicemails, like super fast, which is really awesome. You can do that in there. You can throw pictures in there. Everything. So we're going to have you with a coach or maybe 2 coaches in a group of 5 men, 5 women in each of the groups. And in this group, this is your circle of trust. Okay. This is the place where you can say whatever it is you need to say. And again, no judgment. No judgment. It's all for the purpose of whatever your challenge is awesome. We really do want you to put it in there because the power of that, when I share with people my struggles and my difficulties, we connect and I get way more support. And they get stuff out of it because they realize that I'm the only one struggling with something. Whatever it is. There's things we all struggle with. I mean, particularly a lot of I come from the restaurant business before Herbalife. I used to work like 80, 90 hours a week in the restaurant business. And I drank wine and cocktails every single night. Every single night. It was just part of the take care of Scott moment. I did that all day for people. I gave them drinks. I made them drinks. I poured wine. I was doing all this fun stuff. So when I would get time for the end of the evening, that was my time to do that for me. So that's been a very hard habit for me to get out of. And when I share that with people, some of my clients, they're like, "Oh, me too." Like I can tell somebody. I'm not in it alone. Like I'm the only one that drinks. So yeah, right? Like other people want pizza, it's cool. Just like how are we gonna do it that are wings or whatever it is. So in a small group, we're gonna have also stuff like motivational things. If there's stuff kind of like the Fit 180 page, but more intimate. So if there's something relative, maybe I read something Omar needs and what he shared with me, I know that it'd be good for him. I'm gonna put that in the group. I'm gonna add that kind of stuff in there because we're gonna be thinking about each other. We're gonna be supporting each other. And I tell you what, I've done a couple life coaching groups, and they were really, really expensive. You can ask Monica. With those life coaching groups, what came out of the men supporting each other in that group? And again, it could be men, women, it could be anything. My experience, of course, of men, but was amazing. Like the vulnerability and the real nature that guys aren't normally attuned to was awesome. And through that, more things happened and more support came on anything people were doing. And then, again, healthy cooking, other stuff too is awesome there. The last thing here is a little bonus in the challenge. So, the last challenge, every time you weighed in, water bottle and stuff. We're going to be doing that same thing with this challenge as people are migrating out there, healthy, active lifestyle. So, I'm going to do this week. Who host all these 3 things throughout the week. And if you've done each 3 more than once, you get more than 1 entry. But they post, you have your life share. So many fun photos of that. Like we got this girl in Florida, and here we are, times snow's coming down, and she's like walking out to the beach. That warm mission, like it is, on the beach, on her shake. That's always fun. If you're working out, doing something active, like maybe you're going with your kids and going and do something like their daughter's at jump stroke. Maybe you're jump stroking, maybe you're out hiking, whatever it is, whatever active lifestyle thing you're doing, promote that, right? Promote people doing that. And then some perspective you have on the 4 agreements as we're going through that. That's going to be really cool. As you hear other people sharing, and as people share those 4 agreements and what it means to them, it's going to really be powerful. So that is it. I will anything coaching. What questions?
Okay. Like, I got one more.
Yeah, commit to me.
Hello.
Okay, ready to put your hand up.
Okay. I don't move. Awesome. Any questions about the challenge? No questions. Yep, we're going to continue to weigh in, register. When you are done with your weigh-in sheets, you're going to bring them to Justin and Lisa over at the table, where you will grab one of these sheets and you will get a book. If I run out of books, no problem. We will be having more come in as well for out-of-town friends, out-of-town people that are joining you. Because again, when you post that you're committing to yourself and you're posting your goals, people are going to be like, I want to do that right. They want to. So you can redirect them to your coach. You know, they can communicate with them as well. We can answer any questions you have. And yeah, please. The Hold'em challenge?
If we're in the money to win,
yes, yeah, I mean, we can, because we'll be paying that out today. So, I mean, we'll get with your coach on that and we'll square that away. Because also, you know, yeah, there's going to be extra money. Not just
21.
Woo!
Yeah, 21.
21 pounds in the holidays.
Yeah.
For the holidays, right? Crazy. So there's never an excuse. No problem. All right. Awesome. Let's get some music going again and finish registering. Thank you, guys. I guess over here, whatever.
Thank you.